November 18th, 2019 meeting of the Board of Estimates is now called to order. In the interest of promoting the order and efficiency of these hearings, persons who have disrupted to the hearing will be asked to leave the hearing room. Meetings of the Board of Estimates are open to the public for the duration of the meeting. The hearing room must be vacated at the conclusion of the meeting. Failure to comply may result in a charge of trespassing. Madam Comptroller, are there any corrections, additions, or deferrals on the agenda?
Yes. In the absence of Director Chow, Matt Garbach will sit and act on his behalf. There are no protests received for today's meeting. Please note that we are moving to the non-routine. Page 9, Item 1. Page 9, Item 2. Page 92, Item 12. Please note the following abstentions for Honorable Mayor Young. Page 40, Items 1 and 2, page 41, Items 3 and 4, pages 42 and 43, Items 5 and 6, page 85, Item 3, pages 107 through 111, page 126. Please note the following abstentions for Honorable President Scott. Page 40, Items 1 and 2, page 41, Items 3 and 4, pages 42 through 43, items 5 and 6, pages 107 through 111. Please note the following extensions for Honorable Comptroller Pratt. Pages 29 through 30, items 1 through 3, page 31, and page 92, item 12. That's it.
Thank you. I will direct the board members' attention to the memorandum from my office dated December 16, 2019, identifying matters to be considered as routine agenda items, together with any corrections, additions that have been noted by the comptroller. I will entertain a motion to approve all items contained on the routine agenda.
So moved, Mr. President.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The motion carries. The routine agenda items have been adopted. The first item on the non-routine agenda can be found on pages 9, Department of Audits, Audit Reports. Item 1, Baltimore City Fire Department Biennial Performance Audit Report, fiscal years ended June 30, 2018 and 2017. Will the parties please come forward?
Good morning, Mr. President, Mr. Mayor, Madam Controller.
You're fine.
Good morning, Mr. President, Mr. Mayor, Madam Controller, and members of the Board of Estimates. My name is Dandy Mao. I'm the Deputy City Auditor. I am honored to be here to present you the audit results from the Baltimore City Fire Department BCFD Biannual Performance Audit. Before starting my presentation, I would like to formally thank the BCFD team for their cooperation throughout the audit. Also, I would like to thank to my team to work very hard to be able to issue the audit report timely today. This audit has 3 objectives. Objective number 1 was to determine whether BCFD met its performance measures targets. Objective number 2 was to determine whether BCFD has adequately designed internal controls related to the selected performance measures. And objective number 3 was to follow up on prior findings and recommendations included in the previous report issued in March 2018. Our audit scope was fiscal years 2017 and 2018. The 3 selected performance measures under this audit are Service 609, % of emergency medical services fees collected versus total billable, 611, % of fire code violations corrected within 30 days of issuance, and 614, % of emergency calls answered in 10 seconds or less. According to the fiscal years 2017, 18, 19, and 20 budget books, BCFD did not meet the targets of these selected performance measures. As a result, we did not validate the accuracy of the actual results reported in the budget books. However, we evaluated the internal controls designed for the processes of these selected performance measures. Based on our audit limited scope, we did not find any significant control design weaknesses. We followed up on the 13 prior year recommendations. One recommendation is no longer relevant to a performance measure. One recommendation is related to a performance measure which is no longer used. One recommendation will not be implemented until FY 2021. This is because of the citywide workday payroll system implementation. Of the remaining 10 recommendations, we concluded that 7 recommendations were fully implemented and 3 were partially implemented. Of the 3 partially implemented recommendations, 2 are related to Service 608 emergency management. The selected performance measure for this service is the percentage of city agency with the complete continuity of operations plan COOP. We concluded the recommendations were not fully implemented because some agencies are not participating in the continuity planning program. The program is led by the Mayor's Office of the Mayor's Office of Emergency Management, MOEM. The plan is a multi-phase program designed to help agencies build a basic COOP plan from scratch. The Administrative Manual 110-01 requires all city agencies to develop a COOP in coordination with MOEM. However, our review indicated that only 17 agencies are currently participating in the continuity planning program. Also, we found that MOEM is not tracking and monitoring city agencies' most current version of their COOPs. This is because of 2 reasons. The first reason is because MOEM is not a repository for all city agencies to submit their COOPs. Reason number 2 is because the current administrative manual does not require MOEM to track and monitor city agencies' implementation or revision of COOPs. MOEM's operational role is to coordinate inter-agencies response and recovery in case of emergency. Without the knowledge of the updated status of the COOPs, MOEM cannot effectively fulfill this operational role. So our recommendations are to revise the current Administrative Manual 110 to require all agencies to participate in the continuity planning program and periodically communicate with MOEM and report their current version of their COOPs. We also recommend the Director of MOEM to follow the AM 110-01 when revised. The last partially implemented recommendation is related to the Service 611 Fire Code Enforcement. The BCFD has processes in place to follow up with businesses and individuals after renewal notices are sent. The purpose of this follow-up is to ensure expired permits are properly renewed and do not need to be renewed. BCFD follows the processes. However, it has not formally documented these processes through policies and procedures. Formal policies and procedures promote compliance, accountability, consistency, and sustainability. This concludes my presentation, and I will be happy to answer any questions if you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
I don't have anything.
You have to state your name.
Sorry. Niles Ford, Fire Chief. I really don't have anything to share. We met with the auditors and we agree with their findings, and we're going to work on what they requested. In fact, we're planning on sending out in respects to the procedures we need to have.
Pull the mic up, Chief Ford.
In respects to the procedures we need to have in place, we are going to send out a distribution email to all of our members to give them the direction on how we do it, and it will consequently be followed by a policy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. The report has been noted. The second item on the non-routine agenda can be found on page 9, Department of Audits, Audit Reports. Item 2, City of Baltimore Department of Finance, Biennial Financial Audit Fiscal Years ended June 30th, 2018 and 2017. Will the parties please come forward?
Good morning, President Scott, Mayor Young, Comptroller Pratt. My name is Ezra Lulandala. I'm an auditor with the Department of Audits, working under.
Pull the mic up so we can.
Oh. I thought I was short enough. All right. So I'm here today to present the audit report for the Department of Finance, their biannual audit report for fiscal years June 30th, 2018, 2017. In our report, we express an unmodified opinion, and we noted one internal control finding, which is related to payroll, if you flip to page 16 within the report. So within the finding is related to they were unable to present all the documentation that we requested from our sample selections. And in return, we recommended the Director of Finance develop a record retention schedule for the department, file the retention schedule with the City Archivist, and require directors of Bureau of Accounting and Payroll Services keep payroll documentation as required by the record retention schedule for the department and file with the City Archivist. Something else that's going on now, as you know, is the Workday implementation. So that's something that will help the whole city as a whole get away from paperwork.
Good morning, President Scott, Mayor Young, Comptroller Pratt, members of the board. I'm Henry Raymond, Director of Finance. We acknowledge receipt of the financial audit for the Department of Finance by the Department of Audits. We concur with the finding related to employee payroll timekeeping. As auditor has indicated, this was an issue of missing documentation primarily related to timesheets. This issue is related to one bureau out of the 7 bureaus in the finance department, so it was not a system-wide issue in terms of the department. Corrective action has been taken immediately to ensure that we retain the documentation so that it's available in the future for audits. And as the auditor has indicated, we're in the process of implementing Workday for payroll. And with the implementation of Workday, that will resolve issues related to these manual paper processes because everything will be electronic.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The report has been noted. The third item on the non-routine agenda can be found on page 92, number 12, informal awards, renewals, increases to contracts, and extensions. Will the parties please come forward? Thank you, Mr. Raymond and Mr. Gibson. So I asked for this contract to be placed on non-routine today because I think that it's something that the public should hear about the master lease, how the master lease was awarded, what the master lease actually is, and why this contract is needed.
Good morning again. I'm Henry Raymond, Director of Finance. I'll address the overview related to the master lease. The master lease agreement was awarded through a competitive process. There were 2 vendors. There's only 1 remaining. The purpose of the master lease was to provide for financing for large-scale equipment items that the city needs, and it gave the city the flexibility of being able to finance it to preserve our cash flow. It's for, as I indicated, large ticket items like load packers and motor vehicles and larger pieces of equipment. It gave the city flexibility as it allowed us to preserve cash flow. So financing for short periods for large equipment purchases has been helpful to the city. Mr. Raymond, can you break that down a little bit for people?
Mr. Solicitor, 1 second.
If I may be recognized.
Mr. Solicitor, you have been recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. People may not really understand
financing through lease transactions. And I think it might be helpful, Mr. President, if the director could just explain the difference between paying $10 million, for example, for some capital equipment as opposed to leasing it and paying it out over a period of time, and why that saves the city money. And by the way, I believe this master lease goes back at least to 2003, does it not?
That is correct.
It's been renewed for well over 10 years.
Yes.
So could you just address those issues? Thank you, Mr. President.
Yeah. To begin, again, the master lease provides flexibility. As opposed to paying out-of-pocket cash, just expensing, say, for example, $10 million of vehicles in 1 year. We're able to use master lease financing to finance the vehicles over a period of time. It smooths out the operating budget for the city, allows us to more properly allocate resources against all of the other priorities that the city has. As the solicitor indicated, we've had this in place since at least 2003. It was obtained through a competitive process. And essentially what it allows us to do is allows us to keep more cash on hand as opposed to making cash outlays, and allows us in some instances to procure more of what we need over a period of time by financing, as opposed to procuring a smaller dollar amount that does not allow us to obtain the quantity primarily of vehicles that we need.
So thank you for that. And Mr. Gibson, for you, this particular contract, what does it accomplish for you at Fleet Management?
Again, it allows us to have vehicles come in, get some of the older stuff out of the fleet that's cost us a lot of money in maintenance, and should be able to, you know, with the new equipment, it's under warranty for a certain more periods of time, and helpful to reduce our cost and keep the vehicles in service so we can service Citizens Baltimore for longer periods of time.
And for this one, it's about air pressure. Can you go into detail what that is?
Compressors.
Air compressors for the vehicles themselves.
Yes, sir. These are for the water department, and they're for, you know, when they have water main breaks and stuff like that, they can go out there and make the cuts they have to make, have the proper equipment, make sure things are running at optimal performance. Some of the older equipment, like again I said, is more costly to keep going, more breakdowns. And with this newer equipment, we feel that it'll be better, more beneficial to the citizens and to the water department, our customer, to make sure that they can get things done in a timely manner.
Do you know, Mr. Gibson, if there is like a backlog, or if you're in an emergency situation with compressors, as far as the urgency of this particular contract?
Yes, sir. Especially this time of year it is, because some of the compressors we have we're having issues even getting parts for some of them. Some of the companies moved overseas that we've currently have now, the brands, and I've waited as long as 9 months for some parts.
And then, but Mr. Gibson, do you have, say, for example, right now, over at, let's say, Biddle Street, right? So at Biddle Street, do you have vehicles that are sitting there that DPW, water, wastewater can't use because you need air compressors?
Yes, sir. I have some equipment that's down right now at this time that they don't have available to them.
That at all? And how long have they been sitting there, and how quickly do you think you can get them back out on the street?
Various lengths of time. Like I said, some of them, you know, could be as long as a couple of days, and some of them have been there for months.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Director, for you, you said that there were 2 vendors and now there's just one. Can you talk about that process and how one was not selected, how the other was selected, et cetera?
Going back to 2003.
It's a long time ago. It was my freshman year in college, by the way.
It was. That was back when I was budget director. So we went on a competitive process. We selected 2 vendors. The purpose of having 2 vendors was so that every time we had a transaction we wanted to execute, we could go to both of the vendors to get the lowest interest rate. And the process worked well. What occurred was a couple of years ago, the second vendor was purchased by a larger entity. When they were purchased by this other entity, that entity decided that that subsidiary that they had just purchased was no longer going to be into the financing field. So we were left with one vendor. Again, we went out on a competitive process because we wanted to have at least two vendors always competing against each other so that the city could get the lowest interest rate. The second vendor that had applied was deemed to be non-responsive, and that was during this past year. So that left the present vendor that had a responsive bid. We have not moved to the board for that bid yet. And what the finance department is doing is, because we're still in the position of only having one bidder, we're redoing the bid process so that we can have multiple bidders, again, to compete against each other for every transaction that the city needs financing for.
And how long do you think that process is going to take?
Well, we want to expedite it, especially under the current circumstances, so I would say in the next 3 months, within the next 3 months.
Thank you. And I guess this is, Mr. Lister, someone else from the law department. So at last week's meeting, I asked about options if either the Inspector General or the federal investigation came back and saw that there were some improprieties in contracts awarded before long ago, and the solicitor opined that we did have options. Can someone explain what those options would be, Mr. Solicitor? Either you, but you're on the board if you want someone else to explain it, or Mr. Raymond can explain it.
The contract has provisions that if the allegations are indeed accurate, there are steps we will take to terminate the agreement, and as I indicated last week, to debar the vendor. And these are all outlined in the general conditions of the contract.
So, knowing that, Mr. Raymond, Director, and hearing what Mr. Gibson just said about this contract, and knowing that you're expediting this, and this was what I spoke about last week. And listen, I have the utmost respect and the utmost confidence in both the ongoing federal investigation and the Inspector General's investigation that are ongoing, and know that no one has not been charged other than the former mayor. And I think that that's important information for everyone to know, that we have to let these investigations play their course and act accordingly after that. But with all that information, and even understanding that this equipment is needed and we can't rush to judgment on anyone, and know that the situation that we're in is bigger than any one person, really this goes to me to the core of a outdated government structure that we have to change and address in post haste, that allow these kind of situations to grow with. But for me, it begs again the question, and this is what I'm going to ask the board, if we should defer these items until you're able to, one, expedite the process to have multiple vendors, and two, until the investigations have taken their course. So, members of the board, I would like to make a motion to defer this item until the investigations have taken place.
Mr. President, may I
Yeah, sure.
be recognized? Mr. Raymond, can you tell the board how many, if any, additional transactions are in the pipeline and are anticipated to be presented to the board over the next 2 or 3 months?
Not sure over the next 2 or 3 months. I do know that there are 2 minor transactions scheduled for the next Board of Estimates. Probably with a value of less than $300,000 or so.
What are those products of those? Do you recall, Ms. Sherry?
So we will regularly have, sorry.
State your name for the record, please.
Erin Sherr-Smith, City Purchasing Agent. We generally have one or two items that use master lease financing on every agenda. And for the next one, I know we have a stake body truck, which is less than $50,000. There is another item, but they are small, but they are regular. The solicitations are already out. We're expecting to award. So while the board might look at the air compressors as something that could be held, there's going to be others that are continuing, and some will be a lot more urgent than others. So my office is expediting the rebid of the master lease, but I would ask that because it touches on so many procurements already in the works, that we continue with those that will be using master lease.
Now, if I may, Mr.
Yes, sir.
President, if the board decides to shut down the grant financing opportunity entirely, what are the options for the city?
Pay cash.
The city just pay cash?
Yeah,
For these things?
pay cash until the issue's resolved, or we will look at if there are opportunities to utilize other governmental contracts from neighboring jurisdictions, piggybacking on contracts.
And then finally, Mr. Raymond, has the law department given you any indication that so far, based on what we know, there's any legal impediment to continuing to utilize the master lease?
The answer would be no. No legal impediment to using the present and existing contract.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Questions, Madam Comptroller? Mr. Mayor? Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gibson. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, it's a motion.
I don't,
Well, that motion died. There was no second, so.
there was no second.
Yes, sir.
Is the motion withdrawn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I move approval of the item as recommended by procurement.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed say nay. The president abstains. Thank you. As there's no more business before the board, we will recess until bid opening at 12 noon. The board will also be at recess December 25th and 2019 and January 1st, 2020. We will reconvene January 8th, 2020. Happy holidays and have a joyous new year. Thank you.
Session for the receiving and opening of bids. In the interest of promoting the order and efficiency of these proceedings, persons who are disruptive to the meeting will be asked to leave the boardroom. Meetings of the Board of Estimates are open to the public for the duration of the meeting. The boardroom must be vacated at the conclusion of the meeting. Failure to comply may result in a charge of trespassing. No addenda have been received. The first item is from the Department of Public Works, SC 1001, rehabilitation and improvements to the sanitary sewers at various locations in Baltimore City with a bid bond. The bidder is Spinelli Companies. With a bid bond. Total dollar amount is $8,873,300. That's $8,873,300. The bidder is IPR Northeast LLC with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $9,493,979.75. $9,493,979.75. The bidder is AM Liner East, Inc., with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $15,162,416.55. That's $15,162,416.55.
These will be referred to the Department of Public Works for their review.
Department of Public Works, WC 1241, water main replacements, various locations, with a bid bond. The bidder is E&R Services, Inc., with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $3,874,192.50. $3,874,192.50.
Skip over to
The bidder is Pete Flanagan and Sons Incorporated, with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $2,609,618. $2,609,618.
okay. Yeah. It's a little tower. Building a fort.
The bidder is Manuel Luis Construction Company, Inc., with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $2,692,185. $2,692,185.
These will go to the Department of Transportation for review. Sorry.
That's the wrong contract. That was the wrong job number. You read that wrong job.
So this was the third bid. TR 19006R, urgent need contract citywide.
Does it say WC 1241? It says TR 1.
We skipped over number 2, so we'll go back to it.
Excuse me, Glenn, can we put them in order? Because
We're
that's,
still working
okay.
Yeah, so
on it. So unless you want to wait, we can wait.
no,
Want to wait until we finish the next one?
I'll just pay attention to which ones it is. Okay.
you didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll.
So we said, excuse me, you guys said WC.
Yeah, we read the no, we just opened the bids for proposal TR 19006R, urgent need contract citywide, and she read that correctly. It's just, we skipped over the second one because there are a whole lot of responses to that one, and they're still opening those packets, and we'll come back to it. All on the same page now? Okay. All right.
Yes.
I think there were three.
There were 3 bids.
Correct. All right, we're gonna have a songbook in January.
Okay. The next one is Department of Transportation, resurfacing highways at various locations, northeast sector. 1.
Ask her to say that's number 4 on the list.
This is item 4 on the list.
Okay, thanks.
The bidder is ECM Corporation with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $2,575,385. That's $2,575,385, and that is for the Department of Transportation, TR 20010. The next bidder is Pete Flanagan and Sons Incorporated with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $2,073,587.35. $2,073,587.35. M. Louise Construction Company, Inc. with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $1,962,765.04. $1,962,765.04. E&R Services with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $1,854,857.30. $1,854,857.30.
All of these will be referred to the Department of Transportation for review.
Do you have this one yet? The next item is the Department of Transportation 20012, resurfacing highways at various locations, Southwest Sector 3, with a bid bond. The bidder, Pete Flanagan and Sons Incorporated, with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $1,879,639.02. $1,879,639.02. M. Louise Construction Company, Inc. with a bid bond. $1,867,939.44. $1,867,939.44. E&R Services, Inc., with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $2,238,470.96. $2,238,470.96. Bidder ECM Corporation. With a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $2,495,094. $2,495,094.
These will be referred to the Department of Transportation for their review. See, told you.
Next item, Department of Public Works, WC 1241, water main replacements, various locations, with a bid bond. Civil Construction LLC. With a bid bond. $9,268,415.10. $9,268,415.10. The company is R.E. Harrington Plumbing and Heating Company, Inc., with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $6,772,308. $6,772,308. Company name J. Fletcher Creamer and Son Incorporated. With a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $7,124,415. $7,124,415. Monumental Paving and Excavating, Inc. with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $6,531,592.23. $6,531,592.23. Metra Industries with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $7,989,893. $7,989,893. Spinelli Companies with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $6,683,300. $6,683,300.
These will go to Department of Public Works for review.
The next item, Department of Transportation, TRT0011, resurfacing highways at various locations, Northwest Sector 2, with a bid bond. E&R Services with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $1,423,543.09. $1,423,543.09. ECM Corporation with a bid bond. $1,847,140. $1,847,140. M. Louise Construction Company, Inc. with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $1,383,889.16. $1,383,889.16.
You did, so we should be P Flanagan.
The last one should be P. This is P. You read Emily. All right, so this is the other one. Okay.
next bidder is Pete Flanagan and Sons Incorporated with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $1,357,803.55. $1,357,803.55.
All right. Yeah, well.
Yes. And the other one was, yeah, that's it.
Okay, great. So this will be referred to Department of Transportation for review. There's a question.
There's a question.
That was the result from TR 20011 you just read.
Yes.
Yes.
But you were just reading the results from 2015.
No, we're reading 20011, item number 5.
2011.
Yeah, all that we read for 4 companies, all for TR 20011.
That's correct.
Yeah, it's the last bid opening of the year. What is this?
I think
Oh,
that was
is
just a
that-
cover sheet.
Oh, okay,
That's just a notice, yeah.
okay.
The next item is Department of Transportation TR 20013. Resurfacing highways at various locations, southeast sector 4 with a bid bond. The bidder, Pete Flanagan and Sons Incorporated. With a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $1,767,429.84. $1,767,429.84. M. Louise Construction Company, Inc.
With a bid bond.
with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $1,815,765.57. $1,815,765.57. E&R Services, Inc. with a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $2,120,693.96. $2,120,693.96. They go together. The company is ECM Corporation
With a bid bond.
with a bid bond. Is it 90?
9, yeah, that's 9.
Total dollar amount, $2,404,490. $2,404,490.
Okay, Okay, these will go to the Department of Transportation.
What happened to my sheet? Is that my sheet up there? Oh, no, that's not it. I'm gonna have to share it with you.
That's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead and take that.
Okay, let's see. This one is. The next item is the Bureau Procurement B50005967, OEM Parts and Service for Doosan Heavy Equipment.
No bid bond required.
No bid bond required. The company is Waste Equipment Sales and Services LLC. Total dollar amount, $122,195.35. $122,195.35.
This will go to Bureau of Procurement for their review.
The next item is the Bureau of Procurement B50005963, OEM Parts and Service for Peterbilt Heavy Truck with no bid bond. The bidder, Waste Equipment Sales and Service LLC.
B50.
Total dollar amount, $340,710.60. $340,710.60.
Number 6. Oh. Just to make sure we did it. If you,
That was that one, right? Just did that one.
Yes.
Bureau of Procurement, 50005933, police boats with trailer.
Bid bond is required.
A bid bond is required.
I apologize, but I did not hear the numbers for Peterbilt. I didn't hear, I don't have numbers for Peterbilt.
It's up here. This might be another one in there. This might be Peterbilt. Yeah, this is Peterbilt.
Okay.
This is two, which one?
That is for
Okay,
B50005963. That was
okay.
the-
For the Bureau of Procurement, B50005963, OME Parts and Service for Peterbilt Heavy Truck. The bidder is
Peterbilt's-
the Peterbilt Store, Baltimore. Doesn't have it. Total dollar amount, $138,548.25. $138,548.25.
Okay, so both of these will go to Bureau of Procurement for review.
The next one is Bureau of Procurement B50005933, police boats with trailer with a bid bond.
I am way out. Okay. Nothing. I need lunch. I'm just not keeping track today.
The bidder is Sirocco Marine LLC.
Yes.
There is a bid bond?
With a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $142,900. $142,900. The next bidder is Zodiac of North America, Inc. with a check.
Zodiac. What was the name of Zodiac?
Up north. in
Zodiac of North America, Inc. Total dollar amount, $127,439.25. $127,439.25. The bidder is Inventec Tech Marine Solutions LLC with a check. Total dollar amount, $395,520.05. $395,520.05. The bidder is Rib Craft USA LLC. With a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $193,700. $193,700. The bidder is Silver Ships, Inc. Subject to verification of a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $182,830. $182,830.
For this, yeah, 5%. I don't see one. Yeah,
You don't see one.
so I guess subject to verification.
Who is the bidder?
The bidder is Metalcraft Marine US Inc. Subject to a bid bond. Total dollar amount, $397,924. $397,924.
Okay, these will be referred to the Bureau of Procurement for review.
The last item is Bureau of Procurement B50005882, Tire Roadside Repair Services, no bid bond required. The bidder is Donald B. Rice Tire Company.
That's just the hourly. Looks like it's an itemized bid.
It's not totaled.
No. So it's just an itemized bid. So I think we have to read that.
This is an itemized bid, and there are no, there's no grand total. Prices will not be read.
Okay, this will be referred to the Bureau of Procurement for review.
There being no more bids before this board is now adjourned.